removing your bra. Like, I was running up and down the stairs. Yes, that is one truth, you guys. Your whole body, everything just comes down. I can't explain that. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So from the title of today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different from the normal. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about babies. I was talking to a friend of mine that just got married, I think 2 or 3 months ago. And I was talking on the phone with her the other day, and she was just kind of asking me different questions when it comes to babies. We were just talking, and something just dropped on my head. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a very good topic to to treat with you guys, because I know here on my channel I have some married people, I have some newlyweds, I have some single ladies, I have some younger ones. They always say experience is the best teacher, and if you follow my channel, I'm a mom of 2. So for today's video, we're going to be treating the truth about having a baby, and also the changes our bodies undergo after having a child. And the very first thing I would always tell anybody is, before having a baby, you want to make sure you are in the right place. Like, you want to make sure like you're ready. You're not just getting pregnant because of maybe pressure from your family, from your in-laws. You want to make sure you're at that right space, because let me tell you guys, the truth is, once the baby comes, that is it. Like, once the baby comes, you guys, you already have a life entrusted on your hand, and like all your life is going to involve around that baby, So I would really advise newlyweds or couples that are planning on starting their family to make sure you take out time to like enjoy each other. Just take out that time, maybe you give yourself a year after your wedding or something. Just take out that time and enjoy each other. Maybe you guys have a little bit of traveling. Maybe you can travel, you can spend some quality time, because once them babies starts coming, like once they start coming, that is it. Like, that is it. Before you travel, you have to figure out how to like lug them along, or even before you leave anywhere. It's not you don't have that freedom no more, to just get up, pick up your bag and go. So we all know the joy having a baby brings to a home, or to people. It's just kind of a breath of fresh air when we have a newborn. But the truth is, before you have that newborn, there are some things, there are some processes that actually go through it. And as a woman, I always believe that we women, we are always the ones that bear it all. We are the ones that go through all those changes in our bodies. So I'm going to start from the truth, before we go down to the changes. And number one thing I would say, like, this is based off of my experience, when I had my babies. One thing I would say is, even before like I realized I was pregnant, you guys, the very first thing that I was like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? I just started noticing a change in like the way I pee. Like, I would always run to the bathroom, virtually probably like every 10 minutes or every 20 minutes. Like, I started having frequent pee. I was like, what is going on? Even like before my mind got there, because like I got married at 22, and then I had the twins when I was 24. So like my mind wasn't even there, it wasn't like I just got married and started trying. So we weren't even trying, you understand? So but the only thing I realized was I kept like using the bathroom. I would always run to the bathroom to pee. So it got to a point I was like, no, like this is getting ridiculous, So of course I had to carry out a test of myself, and I realized I was pregnant. But even before I realized I was pregnant, the first thing that was really pronounced was using the bathroom. I was running up and down the stairs, going to the bathroom, just going to pee. So you guys, that is one truth, when it comes to having a baby. That frequent pee is it's not a denial. Like, you can't avoid it. And then of course you start feeling lazy, tiredness, and sometimes it can come with nauseousness. And for me, you guys, I believe I threw up till 7th month. Like, from the 1st month to the 7th month, I was one thing with me is, like, one thing I realized with my body is pregnancy wasn't, some people have a very nice, like, fair pregnancy, but for me, it wasn't that, fair. It wasn't that nice for me, you guys, because I kept throwing up. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't raise my hand. Like, I was lazying up and down, tired, throwing up, vomiting. Oh my gosh, like, this is the truth. Like, seriously, you see all this bundle of joy, you see a baby, you wish you can steal the baby, but like, a lot of work goes into having a baby. So yeah, another truth is weight gain, because a lot of women experience, you know, a lot of weight when they are pregnant, which, you know, I don't really see that as a problem, because you know the reason why you're gaining weight. It's not like you're just gaining weight. At least you know there is something growing inside you, you know, that is making you to gain weight. And of course, another thing is foot swelling. Like your foot will start swelling up uncontrollably. Like I believe towards like the 8th and the 9th month of my pregnancy, I couldn't wear anything on my feet because my feet were all swollen. It will get to a point where you can't like hold a speech for such a long time without taking a deep breath. Like, you know, you will always find yourself taking a deep breath almost all the time. So yes, that is one truth, you guys. This next one is so funny, because before a woman gets pregnant, I believe one thing we all have in common is when you go, you know, when you're done with the day and you come back, and like there is this joy you derive from removing your bra. I can't explain it. Let me know if you understand what I'm talking about in my comment section. It's as if you're hanging, and then once you remove that bra, your whole body, everything just comes down. I can't explain that feeling, but I know I look forward to it every day. So once you get pregnant, that is going to be opposite, because you're going to dread removing your bra. Like your breast gets so heavy that removing your bra is a war. Like I remember back then when I come back and I try to remove my bra, it's as if like sometimes I can see myself like having tears come out from my eyes. Every little thing is gonna hurt. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just remembering how it was for me. Like, even somebody passing by the side, I'm trying to like hide my boobies from them, because I don't want any accidents, because that hurts so bad, you guys. So your bra is going to be your best friend once you get pregnant. And of course, another bitter truth is you won't be able to see your vajayjay once your stomach starts coming out. Like, I'm talking of from probably 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Like, seeing down there is going to be very difficult, because of course your stomach is going to be blocking the whole thing, so you can't even see nothing. You can't see anything, you know, once your stomach starts coming out. It was so difficult sitting like and maybe crossing my leg, or just, you know, putting my legs together, because my stomach was almost like touching like my leg. So like you won't even have any space to cross your leg or like to put your legs together, you guys. And another thing is sleeping. Once your stomach starts coming out, there is nothing like sleeping. If your favorite position is laying down flat on the bed when you're sleeping, just be rest assured that that will be cancelled once your stomach starts coming out, because there won't be any room for that. Like, you can't lay on your stomach, you know, so you would always be forced to lay by your side. Another bitter truth is always having to, you know, ask for help. Like, if you sit down and then you want to get up, you always have to ask for help, because you can't just, you see how I'm just sitting now, and if I want to get up, I just get up by myself. Like, that right there is going to be so difficult for you to do. So you would always need help, you know. You would always ask for help, somebody to lend you their hand or their shoulder for you to get up. Like, but majority of pregnant women suffer from insufficient blood. And something I realized towards the end of my pregnancy is a very significant juice that helps a lot in, you know, like replenishing blood to the body and of course to the baby, is always having beet juice in your house. I don't know if you guys know beets, but beets is a very nice, like, nutritious root vegetable. It's very good. So with the rise of social media, we all see all these Instagram models, you guys. You see all these women with 2-inch waist. We have, you know, the big butt, the nice chested breast and everything. And sometimes, you know, I know how depressing it can get, especially for a woman that just had a baby. You know, some of us, we are blessed to just kick back to our normal like body after having a baby, while some women, you know, everybody, we are not all blessed with that perfect shape after having a baby. I have few friends who have had babies and were not able to lose their baby weight, and I always tell them it's all okay as long as, you know, you did it for a good cause. Of course, they still battle to try as much as possible to, you know, use the gym to try, you know, to get back their body. But this is now where we get down to the changes, because like I always say, you know, people see babies and they love babies, but there are a lot of things we women go through. There are a lot of changes, you know, our bodies go through after we have a baby. And of course, the number one is immediately after you have your baby. I've forgotten the scientific name they call that, but majority of women, we all bleed for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I remember with mine, I bled for like 6 weeks, I was kind of getting scared. I was like, what is going on? Like majority of the time I always end up on the phone with my gynecologist because I was kind of getting concerned because I bled for 6 weeks. Like I'm talking of a month plus, you guys, a month and 2 weeks. That was ridiculous. Meanwhile, some women might just bleed for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you know, some 1 month. It all depends on your body. We all know the ordeal of having our monthly period, you know, and you know if you're not careful, if you don't take care of yourself, you will end up smelling. So think about it when you have a baby and, you know, you have to bleed for a month to 6 weeks. So think about it. You want to make sure, like I have to stress this the more because you want to make sure you take care of yourself, especially when it comes to down there, you guys, because if you're not careful, you will end up smelling, and you know it's going to be bad when you have, you know, when you have a baby, you have visitors, people are coming in and out of your house to congratulate you for your newborn, and probably if they try to, you know, hug you, they will perceive kind of an awful smell from you. So you want to make sure you take very good care of yourself, you know, after you have a baby. If you're used to taking your bath maybe 3 times on a normal day, you want to increase it to maybe 4, 5 times. Like I don't care about what anybody thinks when it comes to all this cleansing, you know, wash. Like this is going to be your best friend during that period because like I said, if you allow yourself, you're going to smell. So you want to make this your best friend during that period because it just helps a lot in, you know, keeping down there fresh. Although, you know, you're still bleeding and everything, you want to also go in there when you're taking your bath and make sure you clean that side. This right here is also very, very important when it comes to that time because this is going to help you feel really, really fresh. And how I normally love to do it is just to, you know, fix my pad and then go in and spray this. I don't like spraying it, you know, on my vajayjay. I prefer just spraying it on the pad, and this is going to give the pad a very fresh smell. And you know, you want to try as much as possible to change your pad as frequent as you can. And of course, when it comes to the changes, majority of us have stretch marks. Like I believe almost every woman, I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken, maybe some women don't have stretch marks, but I know majority, like probably 9 out of 10 women have stretch marks when we have our baby. You know how before you got pregnant your whole stomach is all flashy and all nice, but then once you have your baby you will notice some stretch marks on your stomach. So those are real changes that your body goes through after you have a baby. You're going to have stretch marks. And also some women end up having fupa. Those are like, you know, some hanging, like excessive flesh on the body. You know how, you know, when you suck your stomach in, you're able to suck all your stomach in, but of course after you have a baby it's going to be very, very difficult for you to, you know, have that very nice flat stomach. I know of so many women that had that perfect body before they had a baby, and then after having a baby they have, you know, like excessive hip, excessive butt, you know. So those are like some changes. Another fact when it comes to the changes we all have after having a baby, especially if you breastfeed your babies, you guys, you will end up finding out that your boobies, you know, they don't have that perfect shape they used to have before those babies suckled on it. Majority of the women I know that have given birth, you know, sometimes they always complain of their boobies, you know, going downhill after they breastfeed, and those are like some major changes. Another major change that happens after we have a baby is a lot of women will lose our appetite for sex. Like if you have a husband that is not understanding, that right there always causes a lot of problems. I was just uninterested in anything when it comes to sex, and I remember back then I used to like try as much as possible to resist maybe staying in the room with him or something. Like I would always look for an excuse to maybe be in the living room with one of the twins. Like I didn't want to have any chance, you know, that will make us stay in the same maybe room together. Like I just found myself really scared of having sex. So that right there is a major change, you guys. Like it's major. Yeah, you guys, I think that is it. Like I listed out all my truths and all my changes, and I decided to, you know, just sit down today and treat this topic with you guys because I might be helping 1 or 2 people out there. If you're a mother and you have, you know, some tips and tricks, you know, when it comes to this topic right here, please, I really appreciate it if you can leave those tips in my comment section because you might be helping 1 or 2 people out. And also personally I would like to know, you know, some experiences, because of course the more we know the better for us. And yeah, you guys, definitely let me know if you would like me to like do more of this sit down and talk to you guys kind of video, because I'm all here for it. yeah, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button below. Like, it helps me a lot when you give me a thumbs up. At least it makes me know you enjoyed my video. And also don't forget to join this amazing family. Yeah, you guys, till my next video. I will see you all very, very soon.